I also wanted to ask, because that's obviously not the only current work you've got going on. You're obviously working with Ja1 as well. Is there anything you can sort of let us know about that? Obviously, you might have things you can't talk about, but do you want to kind of just let people know what's going on there as well?
Yeah, so we've worked before, and that's actually a few of the instances where it's got shelved. And we did one recently, which I'm really excited about, and we've also got another feature on it. Um, and that'll be coming out really soon. I'm actually before we met in this meeting, I was finishing up the mix, and then I'm gonna send it over to him probably tomorrow or the next day. And that's the one that we built a documentary about, the process of me making it, him writing and recording it, and how sort of two creatives from opposite views of making the song come together and make a hip hop song.
Nice. And I actually did want to, I know we said we were going to talk about this because I find it really interesting. I know other people will as well. So this is actually a documentary series that you guys were originally going to do for YouTube, but it's now going out on Instagram, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, IGTV. I'll be popping up on YouTube too, but it just seems like there's more people wanting to
Yeah.
watch it on there.
Yeah, and this is obviously working with various hip hop artists, and it's really for fans and music creators to actually see what the process is, and to hear from the artist. And I think you had obviously said beforehand, the first episode with Ja1 is now released. It's on his Instagram, which we'll link below for anyone who wants to go see that. Go check it out. Go kind of want to break down sort of what it is you were doing in that episode and sort of what you were trying to get across to the viewer.
Yeah, so it's purely crossed my mind because hip hop is such a mainstream genre now, be it underground hip hop or trap or whatever. It's like it's the music at the moment, and there is a particular process of making a song that is in hip hop that isn't in any other genre, and it's this relationship between the producer and the rapper, or traditionally the DJ and the rapper. And so I thought I would just make a series that documents exactly that. So you see an interview with myself and the artist. First one is with myself and Ja1, and the interview is the recurrent theme that goes throughout. But what that's sort of representing is that is when you sit down with your artist, and that's the part that you really don't want to miss. That's you're learning about them, their life, their music, why they do what they do, how they do what they do, and that conversation is the one that's going to make the best song. So you can see then how when I'm making the beat, I'm incorporating what he's actually saying to me about his life or about what he wants to write about. And then we take it to him, we talk about his writing process. You get to actually see his writing process. We talk about his rapping process, you can see it. Then there's mixing the beat, there's getting all the processes we've discussed. I just decided to document them because there's something so unique about the hip hop process that if anyone's interested, it's one that you could copy and mimic and repeat over and over.
Yes. And what's the sort of theme of it then? It's obviously not scripted, but is it kind of set up in front of the camera, or is it kind of more kind of like behind the scenes type shot? What way have you kind of put it together?
Yeah, so I was doing the video editing for this one. We built a bigger team now, so hopefully the next one will be even better. But with me not being much of a video editor, it's very behind the scenes. You know them like when you're watching like an Oasis documentary or something,
Yeah,
and the camera
yeah,
footage is like,
yeah,
so it's got
janky.
that edgy, edgy thing to it, and
Nice.
that's the vibe so far. We're freshening it up a bit for the next few. But really, to me, it's more about the content, and it's the fact that an upcoming music producer could look at this and it's like, oh, this is what I can do, this is how I can do it, and this is why it's beneficial to do it.
Yeah.
And an upcoming rapper can be like, oh, so if I actually got myself a producer instead of just buying a beat and recording on my phone, I could actually get this, this, and this. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good video to push for those reasons.
Nice. And obviously, it's not just a one timer. You have the ambition to make this obviously a series, a lot more artists, and a lot more episodes to come.
Yeah, and my vision behind it for me personally, because I'm not going to lie and say I'm a selfless person. There's a selfish vision there, and the selfish vision is it gives me the opportunity to work with as many local artists as I want, and it's a mutually beneficial
Hmm.
project.
Yeah.
So we come out with a video which stars both of us. You can see what I do, you can see what they do. Great for
Hmm.
both of us. And there's a song at the end of it which is great for them. They can go push the song, and um, not charging anything for
Mhm.
these projects because
Yeah.
it's I've found a way to make working with new people beneficial for everybody. You make a living out of what you get, but you make a life out of what you give. And really, your business should be based around giving. What can I give these artists as a music producer? What can I give these guys as a podcast show host, as a media marketing agency? Just what can I give? What can I give? What can I give?
100%.
And for me, so far, that's been working out. Is honestly the documentary idea came about because it was like, what can I give these guys so that they'll come to me instead of any of the other thousands of producers? And so far, it's been a treat.
That's it. And I mean, kind of in the breakdown of the marketing side of that, that's actually because I know I said I was going to start doing this a lot more for the people that were asking. In terms of funneling, and how we would know that as marketers, that's actually a really good point there in that you're kind of building yourself that organic custom and the organic client base by you have more to offer. Now, in a very loose sense, this is kind of like a lead gen and like a lead magnet where we would kind of have, sign up, get this for free. But and then you'd kind of go, oh, but you can have this, and it's the same as all gurus do. There's a cheat sheet PDF. Here is my templates for emails. Here's boom, 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 and essentially what Cormac's actually done is created his own value because he can then say to other artists, oh, well, look, if you're going to work with me, I can put you on this show. I can give you that extra step and that extra ladder, sort of extra up to get that track promoted. And obviously, then you have the connections with Fluttertone and you have connections with all these other artists within the industry. And you bring a lot of value to people that are actually looking to get into this industry as well.
Yeah, yeah, 110%. I love
Nice.
that. That was something that I was definitely looking at for a while. Was when you're advertising selling beats, oh, buy this, get 10 beats free. But then when you do stuff like that, it generally devalues the amount of work that I put in to make 10 of those beats. So it's
Exactly.
always about finding something that doesn't devalue yourself, but also adds value to other people. Uh,
Exactly.
Hard
Exactly.
line to walk, really, isn't it?